welcome to a brand new episode of All Things Honor. We're back, and last night's episode started 62 minutes late. If you were not on Twitter yesterday, you might have missed this, but basically, if you don't have Honor Club, what happens is when you go on the app and then you click the episode, it just has like the little render up. So the render was Eddie Kingston versus Dalton Castle. That was our main event. And 7 o'clock hits, and usually it goes right into the episode, and it just says stream will start soon. It was like that for about an hour and 2 minutes, and then at 8:02 the episode finally started, finished around 9:30, 10 o'clock. But yeah, 62 minutes later. So that kind of scares me for Final Battle because if you guys did not know, Final Battle is only on Honor Club, meaning that it will not be available on Fight or Bleacher Report or any other streaming platform. You have to have Honor Club to order Final Battle. So, if we're having technical difficulties now, who knows what that's going to look like for the biggest pay-per-view of the Ring of Honor year. So that's kind of scary. But regardless, we're here and we're going to review episode number 38. So here we go. Our opening match was Peter Avalon versus Trent Beretta, and Orange Cassidy and Chris Statlander accompanied Beretta to ringside and were in his corner the entire match. That was really nice to see. Chuck Taylor's hurt right now, so since Trent really has nothing to do, this is the smart thing for him because we see him on TV. Put him in Ring of Honor. Help put him in one of the Eliminators for the TV title. We'll get to that later. So the crowd was really into this match, and it was an insane back and forth. I think Peter Avalon in Ring of Honor is the smartest thing because, ooh, damn. He, when he was in AEW, he was mostly on dark and he mostly lost, and now he's finally getting used and he's putting on really good matches to prove that he's actually a really good wrestler. It looks like he's going more into singles, so that also makes me believe that maybe Ziggler is debuting soon and they're going to put Ryan with his brother. But Beretta gets the win to open up the episode. Really good match, really fun. The crowd was really into it, and if you've watched Ring of Honor, you know the crowd really isn't always into the matches, so this was nice to see. Next, we have a Dalton Castle promo. He says he has never been more confident and calm heading into a match than he is tonight. He says that he has been watching Kingston for years, but he knows that he is better than him. He says he won the Ring of Honor Championship with a broken back in 2018, 2019. And he knows he can do it again when he is 100% healthy. He says he'll make the Ring of Honor viewers happy when he wins the title, and he cannot wait to throw a celebration party. Sadly, this did not happen, but this was a very good promo. Next, we have the Outrunners versus Jacob E. Watts and Sebastian Wolf. Jacob E. Wolf did the introduction for both himself and his tag team partner, but ultimately this was a squash match. The Outrunners won. Christopher Daniels and Matt Sydal have a promo next. Sydal says that this is in their blood and they are a top team with a Ring of Honor, which is very hard to believe because they lose like every single match they're in. Daniels says that he and Sydal have been around for a while, but they have to keep proving themselves within Ring of Honor. If they want to become Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, they have to win their match tonight. When Lexi wishes them good luck, Daniels says he did not need it and he stormed off. So obviously, it looks like Daniels is kind of nearing the end of his in-ring career, and he is kind of transitioning to that backstage role. I would not be surprised if they do like some type of retirement match, maybe him versus Sydal at Final Battle, and that's when Daniels finally decides to hang up the boots. But yeah, this happened. And again, don't really know why we're putting Daniels every week, but here we go. Next, we have Emi Sakura versus Kel. This was another squash match, but honestly, I really want Emi Sakura to be in Ring of Honor more. And I know that we're really hinting at Athena versus Billy Starkz for Final Battle, but I would not mind if we did Athena versus Emi. I think that would be a good match. Outrunners promo next. They said they are very excited that they won, and they hear the crowd wants more of them. Magnum says they are here to stay within Ring of Honor, and the beat-ups have just begun. And they are in Ring of Honor to prove who the best tag team in Ring of Honor is. It would be nice if we had Ring of Honor tag team champions, but that's a story for another day. The Bollywood Boys are back versus the boys. This was the Battle of the Twins, and the funniest part was trying to tell like who was in the ring at all times because they're both twins. I like it when the Bollywood Boys come to Ring of Honor. They are over with the crowd and they continue to put on good matches, so I would not mind if maybe a tentative deal gets put into play, but I'm not the one making decisions. The boys pick up the win by themselves without any involvement with Dalton Castle. Commentary made sure to very much emphasize that fact that they did not need Dalton Castle to win. So that was very interesting. Next, we have a Tony Khan announcement. Tony Khan gives us an update with the TV title. He says the new champion will be crowned at Final Battle. There will be a series of eliminator matches that will ultimately lead to a six-way survival of the fittest match at Final Battle. Cool, I guess. I mean, I guess it's better than like a tournament, but we're about a month out. This all just seems very last minute, but that's just me. Renegade Twins have a promo next. They say that Hersch and Ellering are not an established tag team, all the Renegades are, since they have 23 years of experience, obviously because they are sisters. They hinted at the possibility of Ring of Honor a Ring of Honor women's tag division, and that scared the crap out of me because I already think Ring of Honor has too many champions, and now you want to possibly add another one? No. They said they would be the face of that division if it ever came to implication, and Maria Kanellis comes and asks them to talk. So maybe Maria going towards the Renegades? Athena and Billy Starkz versus Joni Robbie and Brooke Havoc next. Athena and Billy Starkz finally have matching gear. They, instead of doing the all black that they did a couple weeks ago with their match with Mercedes and Diamante, they had like the Nightmare Before Christmas colors. So Athena was matching Billy. So that was nice to see. Halfway through the match, Starkz was yelling at the referee for not counting to three. And then after the match, Starkz and Athena applied the same submission on their opponents, obviously hinting more of the darker side of Billy Starkz because Athena is corrupting her. This is what we like to see. Ethan Page is a promo next. If you already know, this is way too many backstage promos. He gets hers last week. It's his biggest win within Ring of Honor. Mark Sterling says he wants to get the match with Serpentico throughout since Page cheated with the distraction because he came out and obviously he was ready for group exercising. It distracted Nice and Nice lost. Nice says that he is 1-0 against Page and that makes Page upset. Page calls Nice a chicken and challenges him to another match next week. Nice accepts. So we'll finally squash this beef. The Renegades versus Layla Hirsch and Rachel Ellering next. Ellering tries to give Hirsch a high five, but she walks right past her, hinting at that they're not getting along, but we're just here to have fun, I guess. This, in my opinion, was the Renegades' best match within Ring of Honor. The chemistry was fantastic. This match also got a ton of time, which I really didn't think it was going to get, so that was nice to see. I have said it since the team started a couple weeks ago. I do love the pairing between Hirsch and Ellering. I think it just works. And I know it's not going to be like a continued thing, but for as long as we're going to do it, I love it. Hirsch and Ellering get the win, but after the match, Maria comes out to help Hirsch because she was like kind of down on the outside and she literally pushed Ellering out of the way. So it looks like we're gonna have the fight of who's gonna mentor Layla Hirsch. It's gonna be Rachel Ellering or Maria Kanellis. So that was I like this. This could be going places. Next, we have Athena and Billy Starkz promo. It was not a meme, so don't get that confused. Athena says that Starkz has shown more violence and she is truly getting somewhere. Athena cannot wait for Final Battle, and she says that looking for an opponent for her is hard because the entire roster is trash, which she's technically beating everyone, so yeah. She looks at Nair and Starkz and says they cannot stay in MIT forever, so they either have to step up or Athena will stomp them out. Athena storms away and Nair and Starkz look concerned. Nair says that was definitely a threat. So I still think that we are going to get Athena versus Billy Starkz, and then Starkz is going to beat her. It seems like this is the direction we're going in. I don't really know how Lexi Nair fits into all this because to my knowledge, she's not a wrestler, so should be interesting to see where we go with that. Next, we have Marina Shafir versus Amira. This was a squash. Unbelievable. Next, we have Christopher Daniels and Matt Sydal versus Commander and Vikingo. I select myself why Daniels is somewhat wrestling every week on the programming because there's so many younger talent that could be used, but here we are. The match was fun. It was a great back and forth between the veterans and the new incomers in the business. Vikingo and Commander are a great tag team. I would not mind them even if they get the Ring of Honor tag title opportunity, a final battle, if those titles are even being defended, because is MJF gonna be on the pay-per-view in December? I don't know. Commander and Vikingo get the win. Yay. Next, we have our main event. This is the second week in a row where the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship is being defended. Maybe Ring of Honor just listen to me. Thank God. This was one of the better main events on Ring of Honor TV. Remember a couple weeks ago, we had like back-to-back main events that were less than 5 minutes, and I was like, what the hell are we doing here? Castle continues to carry the men's division of Ring of Honor on his back, and he definitely proved himself in this match. I would say this was one of the better Dalton Castle matches, and I definitely think he should be the one to win that TV title 6-way at Final Battle. I think it literally makes the most sense. After the match, Kingston cut a promo for Dalton to shake his hand, and they dedicate this match to Brody Lee. Castle did that, and they both praised Brody Lee. And then he cuts another promo saying he is tired because he sees world heavyweight champions not wrestling often and taking up the show, which I had a problem with that because he's been gone for a while. Like he hasn't been here. He just showed up, but now he's making it seem like he's like the world's best champion. It's not how it works, buddy, but okay. He says that the champion you're supposed to prove why you are a company man. He says that they are our world champions who are selfish and greedy, and that is not true. He is true, and we need to remember that. So I'm assuming now Eddie Kingston's going to show up a little bit more often. But again, like he hasn't been here for so long, and now he's like the greatest world champion. No, not how it works. Overall, unfortunately, with the episode starting late, I doubt too many people were watching this episode because it did start 62 minutes late. Also, there were way too many backstage segments. It was literally like a match, a backstage segment, a match, a backstage segment. And I hate when they do that. Like, there's certain ways to tell wrestling stories, and that's not it. Like, I love Lexi. I think she's doing a great job. I don't need to see Lexi 20 million times on my TV episode. The wrestling was amazing. Just fix the technical difficulties in the backstage segments, and we're ready to go. Obviously, we're about a month out from Final Battle, so looks like we'll finally get some announcements soon, and we just got to see who's in that 6-way for the TV title. And that is it for me. And I will see you guys next week because there is an episode next week on Thanksgiving, which is kind of weird. But I'll see you guys next week as we review episode number 39.